Anyway,
The Supreme Court doesn't give a shit.
100% right. These folks are in the pocket.
Yeah, like, but the Supreme
Not
Court,
ours, that's for sure.
you take it to the Supreme Court and they'll just find it, they'll just reinforce what they doing and make it so like the next time someone tries to bring it up and make it and get some equity going with it, it wouldn't even make it as far as the Supreme Court. It'll just be reinforcing the bullshit they already doing. Yeah, fucking country, man. Me, calm down. It's too hot to be angry.
Damn, this girl is so fun, yo.
So fucking hot today.
Hell yeah. 100 degrees up there, shit.
Well,
Yeah.
You can move to Texas. You can move to Texas. It's not allowed to be off the grid, electrical grid.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but then like it might just get shot randomly for you know.
You live near Baltimore, dude. Don't tell me. You live near Baltimore. You want like to get shot there.
I don't live.
DC.
I don't live close enough. I don't live close enough to either area to get shot randomly.
I live in
See, you just actually get shot.
I live in Austin, man. Come on. You think you live safer where you live compared to Austin?
Houston, fuck no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Houston. Ridiculous.
I think Houston's still better than, the DMC, whatever that fucking sells.
The DMV is DC, Maryland, Virginia. The DMV is.
Okay.
Hey man, it works.
Hey, Morty, can you hear me? Morty, you there? Huh, he's not here. I gifted him 2 games on Steam. I wanted to see his reaction.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you. I'm gonna give you more games now.
That's it right there. Yep. You give him 2 games, he's gonna get you 6, and then
Just
dare you to do it again.
But he currently can't right now because Steam put a hold on his account because he gave him too many games away.
He got long memory. He'll be like, I remember when you gifted you games 2 weeks ago. I got you. I got brown.
You're having brownouts? That's what you call it. I mean, during the summertime, they do that. Brownouts, right?
Yeah, I've had 3 in basically 20 minutes.
It must be unseasonably hot up there. That's what it is, right?
Yeah, even though the temperature is lower than it was yesterday was the hottest day of the year, but today feels worse because the humidity is even higher than it was yesterday. Like other areas like on the West Coast, you guys got that dry heat. But over here, we got humidity that's just like it's like the sun is sitting on your face. Like
yesterday.
Yeah, it'll be like 88 degrees, and you'll go outside and you can immediately be like, get me the fuck out of here. Like, what is this?
That's a cool spring day.
Ain't nothing cool about it. I'm telling you, when the wind blows, it's like somebody just hit you with a heat wave when the wind blows. It's fucking awful around here, man.
91 right now at 1:30. So that means we're gonna get to 90. By 5 o'clock, 3 or 4, 5 o'clock, we're gonna get to like 90.
I do this shit for the love of the game.
insane. Chickadee microphone, check, chickadee, chickadee microphone, chickadee, check, microphone, check, miggity, microphone, check. Miggity, microphone, chickadee, check, miggity, microphone, chickadee, check. Alright, just wanted to verify. Happy Canada Day, y'all. It's Tgan here, to no one watching, but I don't care. I figured I decided to do a random Canada Day stream, just for no real reason other than the fact that I'm off today for work. It's a holiday here, so I figure why not do a live stream? But what are we gonna talk about? Well, it's been a pretty shit couple weeks in gaming in general. Xbox for sure. All the layoffs. Xbox is so up and down. Like, they have a really great showcase, and then a week later they're like, yeah, everyone's getting laid off and we're closing all these studios. And well, welcome to Tgan Live Canada Day Special Edition. There doesn't seem to be any new game adaptation news at all. It's been slow for a while. But some breaking news is that Sony just announced that they're getting rid of all physical disc production in 2028. So Xbox has been effing up with the layoffs and whatnot, but Sony has been starting to drop a lot of bad news. Because there's this, but then just a day or two ago, so Xbox has been effing up. Just a day or two ago, they announced about removing 500 plus games, 500 plus movies from their movie store for anyone who owns a game digitally that's under a certain studio or whatnot. You're gonna lose it. So yeah, not a whole lot of good news coming from either side at all right now. I don't really have any topic to call it. I don't know. Happy Canada Day. I'm gonna make it red because red is our color. Happy Canada Day, motherfuckers. I feel like just leaving the stream running all day, even if I'm not even at the computer, but just leave it on. Just for fun. Just to see if having a really, really long stream helps my algorithm. Does the length of your live YouTube stream help your channel? But only if aligned with your content strategy. Longer streams provide more opportunities to accumulate watch hours. I forgot about that part. Accumulating watch hours. I still need a certain amount of watch hours to be able to I also need 1,000 fucking subs, which I suck at getting subs, and it's annoying, and everyone seems to know the secret except me. But sorry. He'll probably say here, what do I need? So I almost have 4,000 watch hours, but I still need 1,000 subs. If I just get to 1,000, that's like the big threshold for me. 1,000. My T Public store. I didn't even go to my store. What is this bullshit? They're adding Shaq to season 8 of 2K26. You're ready to listen to Tom Sawyer. Sorry. I'm a fucking weird guy. Shaq to season 8. You're ready to listen to Tom Sawyer. Sorry. I'm a fucking weird guy. Why is the music still so loud? I have to like listen to it. So over here on PlayStation blog itself, just today, 4,000 comments. Physical disc production ending January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. Wait, so that means up until 2028. In response to shifting trends to consumer preferences, new games will be released on PlayStation Store at reach. Sorry. As consumer preferences in the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical discs to digital, physical game production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games already released. It will be releasing prior to January 28 on disc format. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to customer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. We will continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can access games and provide choices. So let's check out the comment section. This is where all the fun. That's where all the fun's gonna be. Do not like this. I've always preferred physical. So Crash Bandicoot thinks Devil Will Cry. Terrible news. RIP game collecting. We literally own nothing now but licenses. This is a horrible decision. Yeah, this has been like the worst generation ever. Like ever in terms of price gouging. It's like ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. This entire generation, prices being raised, console prices being raised. Xbox just had the fucking audacity to raise their console prices, which I just remembered. I'll talk about that. Yeah, what are they gonna do for collector's editions? I mean, I guess it could be what GTA 6 is doing, which people aren't a fan of either, where it comes in a box and whatnot, but inside there's just a code, there's no disc. So in the future, are they still going to make special edition games that are just like that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't buy those kind of things. When it comes to physical, I only buy movies on physical. That's it. I still buy movies. I just got Fallout Season 2 on hard and Steelbook just the other day. I bought every new generation of PlayStation that's released. Looks like PS6 is sadly where it ends for me. A lot of people are still saying it'll fucking PS6 might not even happen. It'll be a mini PC under my TV. Well, I mean, they're pushing people towards PC. Like the Steam Machine price just got announced, and those prices are ridiculous, and it's not even as powerful as the Series X. It's like the pricing happening right now is unreal. People say it's AI fault, and I say it's AI and tariffs. It's not just AI, that's for sure. Digital PC editions? What do you mean? Won't just are they saying the PC games still come physically? I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, if you still want to buy physical after 2028, but it is Sony, so like they don't release the PC version of games on the same day usually. So like, how would they do that? But I mean, if someone who wants the disc has a choice between the Sony version with no disc, then the PC version with the disc, how does that even work? See, I'm confused because like, if a Sony game comes digitally to PC, because Sony has put games on PC, but it looks like they're just stopping that now or something. But so if like a Sony game comes to PC, will that one only be digital too? How does that work? Horrible decision. This person's not speaking English, so I am not happy about this one bit. So yeah, 4,000 comments, and I'm pretty sure none of them are like, hey, this is a great idea. Sony taught me never to trust digital only, as I was burnt by Sony for my PlayStation account getting hacked. Yeah, that was the big 2011 PS3 hack. That was a fucking dirt show. I never had a PS3 back then, but I remember it vividly because it was just like in the news. Not just gaming news, but regular news. Until I finally escalated high enough to get them to fix the issue. One mistake, whether on yours or theirs, will potentially lose you access to every penny of investment into games you bought. Physical has been my mantra since then. So Sony, unless Sony walks us back or the digital games start being DRM free, then I'll never buy another PlayStation. Your choice, Sony. I hope you choose wisely. I don't know. People think maybe if they try hard enough, they could push back on it, but I don't know. Sony's not the kind of company that would do that. You will own nothing and be happy. I don't know. People could like just take the digital version and make a physical version out of it. Just, I don't know. They'll probably get sued for that. I don't know. This is where it was going to go eventually. I mean, will Xbox be saying this same thing soon? I'm an Xbox gamer. I'm a pro only Xbox. I don't know if you can see my Series X behind me. Not really. You can see my shirt hanging off my bike. If you have a bike in your apartment, there's probably things hanging off it right now. Not really. If I just gotta like keep checking to make sure it sounds okay on the actual, I can't really see how it looks properly just on my PC, like just in Streamlabs or whatever. Can't fucking stand how my freaking scroll at the top never spaces properly. I don't know how to fix that. Maybe there is a way to do it. Ew. No. If I make the font smaller, it doesn't change. I don't know if changing that does anything. I don't know how to space that out. There might be one or two people in the chat. I don't know. This is my Canada Day special Deschel live stream. I'm still doing one on Saturday at regular time, but I just figured I'm off today. It's a holiday, I'm not working. Why not just do a stream? So yeah, bad news for Sony, but really bad news for Xbox as well. Because there has been talk about closures, and it's crazy how it's a thing that's in the news, yet the people who could be losing their jobs don't know exactly yet, unless they do now and they haven't said anything. But I just can't imagine what it'd be like to hear in the news that the place that you work might get shut down and you might get laid off, but you won't know for sure until such and such a time. Imagine the anxiety of going to work every single day and being like, is this the day I get fired? This was published just today, so if there's anything new, hopefully there'll be stuff here. Xbox Studio is set for potential closure amid massive industry-changing layoffs. This is over on Gaming Bible by Richard Breslin. According to recent reports, it looks like Microsoft is getting ready to close even more studios, with bleak times ahead for many developers due to extreme cost-cutting measures. By now, we all know that game industry is ruthless when it comes to making money. Heck, even when the like of Sony and Microsoft announce record profits, sadly, it's often followed by a round of employee layoffs. I mean, they intentionally like have good news and then bad news right after it. It's just how it goes. It's like, does this mean there's going to be some good Xbox news? Not really. Not for a couple weeks or so. This is interesting. Why do game companies shut down game studios? I've never seen an article talk about that. There could be several reasons. Most logical is that a studio isn't turning a profit and essentially became a financial sinkhole. The other, which is the most cynical, often follows the aforementioned announcement of record profits. Not exclusive to the likes of Sony and Microsoft, mega corporations seem to care only about making record profits year after year. Well, you know, duh. That's obviously what their only goal really is. While that may be a sustainable concept for a year or two, it's practically impossible for the long haul. When a company announces record profits, I'm going to read that after. Xbox teases extreme 2027 console costs, especially huge profits. Employees may lose their jobs, which gives the impression that even more money will be made the following year. This deceiving profit increase is largely due to not needing to pay as many employees as wages, more than the profits made from a new video game. Every video game studio Microsoft has closed in recent years. 2024. Arcane Austin, the studio best known for the colossal vampire flop, Redfall. But also, did they mean to do that? Helped its big brother, Arcane Studios, on the likes of Dishonored. Tango Gameworks in May 2024, the studio best known for the survival horror series Evil Within, as well as Ghostwire Tokyo, and the surprise hit of 2023, Half a Rush. Alpha Dog Games in May 2024, best known for the mobile game Mighty Doom. Roundhouse Studios May 2024. While this studio never released its own game, it did lend a helping hand in the likes of Doom. It was absorbed into ZeniMax Online Studios, the developer responsible for the Elder Scrolls Online. I was playing ESO somewhat recently, and I was like, this has gotten a lot better. Both ESO and Fallout game 76 are like, if you like those series and you're not playing those games, what are you doing? Like, it's the only new version of that game out. You should be playing it. The initiative in 2025, the studio was developing the Perfect Dark reboot, which I was looking forward to a lot. It's widely believed that the game was far into its development before it was closed down. Alex Wilton Reagan, who was to play the lead, expressed her disappointment to us in an interview. This interview is probably, what, a year old? Yeah. Microsoft Studios reportedly set to close 2026 amid Xbox restructuring. When the closure of these studios is yet to be officially confirmed, sadly in these cases, there's often no smoke without fire. Usually people are right. I just don't get how this is just around the news so much, yet no one knows yet. I find it bizarre how this comes out saying there's gonna be layoffs at these places, but we don't know which ones yet because it might not be all of them. Mass redundancies. HR is annoying. Some people really don't love them, and some people hate them. Mass layoffs won't happen. Ninja Theory, best known for Hellblade, DMC, Devil May Cry, Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. Double Fine, best known for Psychonauts, Grim Fandango, Brutal Legend, Broken Sword. Compulsion, We Happy Few, South of Midnight. Undead Labs is known for State of Decay series. Arcane Studios, the developer responsible for likes of Dishonored, Deathloop, and the upcoming, seemingly troubled Marvel's Blade. Of course, in the event that any of these studios ever close, we'll be sure to let you know. Oh, that's where it ends? Yeah, this was... They still don't know. It's just, for some reason, there's almost a deadline I keep hearing of they're going to know next such and such a day. How do the news know when these layoffs are going to happen? So, The one that actually bums out me the most is Ninja Theory. A lot of people are everyone else is just like, oh man, if they get rid of Undead Labs, and then they cancel the State of Decay 3, because I've never played it, but a lot of people really like the State of Play games, State of Decay. So I've seen so many people being like, I'm done with Xbox if they cancel State of Decay 3 and close Undead. But then there's people who are like Arcane, which I'd be. Arcane's the one that surprises me the most, because out of all of these, even though I like Ninja Theory more, I guess, just because of like how visually stunning Hellblade looked, but Arcane is pretty much tied or very close to be like an excellent studio to me, because Dishonor is awesome, Deathloop is great, and now the new Blade game could get canceled. That one surprises me a lot. Like Arcane wouldn't think of a company that would be close, but these ones actually make sense. Unfortunately, like Compulsion made South of Midnight, which was a game that was critically lauded last year. I played a bit of it, but the combat was so boring to me and repetitive. But it still looked amazing, and it was a beautiful game, and it won some awards. But only in Canada, so I guess it doesn't count. According to other people, I mean. To me, it counts. So over here, Xbox teases extreme console cost just days after latest price hike. Yeah. The price hikes, I've never seen anything like it. Like, these consoles have been out since 2020, and they cost more now than when they came out. And it's literally always the opposite. It gets cheaper as the generation continues, which makes sense. This is the exact opposite. It doesn't make sense. So this article is just from yesterday. Just when you thought console prices couldn't get worse, it seems that it might get worse before things get better. Oh, the joys of modern gaming. This is the same guy that wrote the article I just read. Last week, Xbox announced its consoles are going to get more expensive. Furthermore, it will be a third price increase within a year by the looks of things. It's not going to get any better anytime soon. What makes the latest round of console prices even more disappointing is that these following comments made by the new CEO Ash Scheimer, Xbox console prices may decrease. Right, but there's no way of knowing that for sure. Ash has said that gamers cannot afford to spend thousands on new machines. However, considering the consoles are continually getting more expensive, it doesn't bode well for the next generation, or even the current generation. That's why I'm like, I always look forward to the new generation, but I'm just like, if it's going to cost that much, I keep saying we should all just boycott next gen. Hashtag boycott next gen unless it gets cheaper. Considering Xbox consoles are continually getting more expensive, it doesn't bode well. What has drawn some added concerns is the choice of words used in the Xbox Wire detailing the reasons for the most recent price hike. Let's reading what they actually said themselves. Next generation consoles could get even more expensive. Unfortunately, console storage memory prices have increased more than 2.5 times, and we expect another doubling by the fall of 2027. Read the post in question. The entire consumer electronics industry. Consoles could get even more expensive. I like having music in the background of my shows. While the comments don't specifically mention which hardware could see a price increase, at least doesn't bode well. You said bode well twice in one article, okay? That's one thing I don't that's one thing you shouldn't do as a writer. Don't repeat words or phrases so close to each other. I'm a motherfucking screenwriter. I know this shit. Which is expected to be released by late 2027 or early 2028. Given Microsoft's recent track record, it's certainly not outside the realm of possibility that the current Xbox consoles could get a fourth increase. Gross. Why are consoles getting more expensive? We've seen many excuses from big corporate manufacturers as to why game consoles across the board. The biggest reason, memory, CPU, component storage. Basically, because of this, consoles are more expensive to create. Other common excuse is that the pedophiles tariffs on goods being imported into the US. Yet this feels like the weakest excuse when you consider that just because imported goods are more expensive, it shouldn't mean that items should be more expensive on the other side of the world. Yeah, well, it shouldn't, but when you tariff everybody, that seems like a convenient, lazy excuse to charge the consumer more. But definitely isn't used as an excuse, though. Like, they could just say, oh, it's tariffs, even if it's not. It perhaps would make more sense if, let's say, consoles were manufactured. That would make them cost way more. I wonder how much it would cost if they did try to make consoles either in the US or up here in the more far superior country of Canada. It just would cost more, maybe. What would a 100% produced in North American console be like? I'm waiting for China to China and South Korea are like beating the West right now in developers in terms of good games versus the budget versus how well they do financially. And a production on the Series X? Jeez. I don't think I knew that. If it's not bad enough for Microsoft has raised the prices of its Xbox consoles for a third time. Just like I said earlier, in previous generations, as consoles get, it will typically drop in price, but it's manufacturer knowing that gamers will be preparing to spend their hard-earned cash on a new console. In May 2025, Microsoft hiked the prices of Series X by as much as 100, and this worldwide increase understandably angered. Now, just a few months later, Xbox raised prices again. Granted, it wasn't much, but an additional 50. Not long after that, Microsoft increased the price of the Game Pass. It's like insane that they're raising things by $100 for the Series S and $150. Like when I bought it, it was like fucking $4.99 or $5.99, but I had a gift card that helped take off like $400 or $300. It's like gross. See, this one is already saying June 16 has shut down Ninja Theory, but it still hasn't been confirmed. This is just after one of the best surprises at the Xbox showcase was the Senua game, which was like this Hellblade games, but way more action. And I was like, this looks so awesome. And now they're like this is what I would love to see from Ninja Theory, is like a beautifully done third-person action movie game. Because like Hellblade 2 looked incredible, but it was way too stinking short. And short games are like, ain't my thing. Other people love it. I'm like, but it ain't my thing. June 22, Valve confirmed the Steam machine will finally launch later this month. Oh, I forgot. I didn't realize that part. But the cheapest version is going to be $1,049, $1,050 for the 5012 version, 512 version, with no controller. You forgot to mention that part. There's a 512 with or without a controller, 2 terabyte with or without a controller. It'll set you back 1400 before you add on a controller. Why is he not mentioning it's bundled? I don't know how much you save through the bundle though. As you expect, backlash, but Valve has since responded by saying the Steam machine will be sold at the price to avoid being sold at a loss. This is Got Gamers' concern for the future of home consoles, where the Steam machine's less than affordable price leaves Xbox Helix. Project Helix is going to be the boldest console the company has tossed out yet, as it won't just be for casual gamers. It's essentially a PC and console hybrid, so expect it to push performance beyond its limits. Sound familiar? That's what the Steam machine supposedly is. I figured since no one's really watching, I'll go do some laundry while I was waiting. I figured I'm so professional. Got a beer going. Open my balcony all the way. Even though there's forest fire smoke around, so the air quality is kind of bad. Not that it matters. Sitting here doing this. Excuse me. Where the Steam Machine less than affordable price leaves Project Helix. Xbox Project Helix is going to be the boldest console the company has tossed out yet, as it won't just be for casual gamers. It's essentially a PC console hybrid, so expected to push performance whilst also being simple to use for less tech-savvy gamers. Sound familiar? That's exactly what the Steam Machine supposedly is, and yet Valve's consumer-friendly console is priced at over $1,000. This basically means Helix is guaranteed to be over $1,000. I want to see what this says in terms of if you can make the same, if you make something better for the same price. So for sure you can make an own PC that's better. Guaranteed people have already done that. Like, I can make a way better machine. Well, I've already seen people do that, so basically it also means Helix is guaranteed to be over $1,000 at least, right? A lot of controllers, they continue. It's over $1,000 while being weaker than a base PS5, so it's basically DOA. Which means Helix is also guaranteed to be over $1,000. Especially if it's an unsubsidized PC. It wouldn't be pessimistic to say this will be the case. In fact, the Steam Machine's price might as well be all the confirmation we need. It won't likely reach $2,000. It's definitely going to be pricey. Making a $1,500 solid estimate depending on the specs. They're saying that Helix could cost up to $1,500. The good news is it'll supposedly support Steam, meaning in theory the games will be cheaper as long as they launch on Valve's storefront. So they're going to come out with an Xbox console that has Steam on it, where you can get the same game for way cheaper. That sounds like a dumb idea. Still, a few discounts here and there aren't likely to sway the majority of gamers. Project Helix is shaping up to be an elite system that only a handful can afford, as the price of components continues to stay at an all-time high. It's a shame the Steam Machine had to suffer as well. There was a lot of excitement for the system, especially amongst those who were interested in tasting the PC gaming experience without investing in a complex, expensive rig. Damn. It's a shame Steam Machine had to suffer as well. There's a lot of excitement. Supply issue with the Steam controller has got a lot of users in doubt as to how many Steam Machine units Valve would be able to ship. Yeah, so now they're saying either it won't come out this year at all, or it'll like come out late this year, but we won't have very much. When we launched Steam last month, we quickly saw the initial demand exceeded our expectations. Switching to a reservation queue has hopefully cut down the headaches, and for us is also helpful as we plan ahead and try to get as many out as quickly as possible. So they're saying the difficulty trying to get Steam controllers made has caused the same issue with the Steam Machine. There are now 3 new order windows as part of the reservation queue, depending on when you put your order in: September 26 or December 26 in 2027. This has obviously trickled over to Steam Machine, where members are concerned that the same may hit Valve's other planned hardware, which still currently doesn't have a release date. Unless this is some very well thought out plan by Valve, the Steam Machine launch isn't going to be an absolute fiasco. Steam Machine bundle with a controller is going to be a bloodbath. Thankfully, I got my controller. I mean, people are mad about the no controller thing, and it's stupid because Valve is just assuming. I mean, if you buy the, it's good for people who already have a controller. I'm sure a lot of PC gamers already have a controller, anyways, or anyone, regular gamers, because you can plug in your. I'm pretty sure all controllers work with it. Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. I'm not sure, but. So yeah, if you buy the one without a controller, I'm assuming you'd know and you have a controller yourself, because I'd say anyone, most gamers have multiple. I have like 4 controllers, and I don't even know why. I don't need that many controllers. Rumors of Steam Machine orders have persisted for months, but Valve remains tit-lipped on when the excuse me, PC console hardware will actually be available for customers. With the RAM shortage still going on, it periods it may not be necessary to. See, you're gonna go fuck with that, aren't you? I don't want you to fuck with that. Leave it alone. You're gonna look at it and be like, what's that? I wanna play with that. Take it out. I don't know how much of my background people can see. It's probably not all that exciting. I don't have those fancy backgrounds like everyone else. I'm gonna switch the background. I'm getting this message. I just changed my icon just for fun. Okay. Yes, it's me. 54. 25 minutes to Malaundry. To Malaundry. I just changed the look of my channel just so it's all unanimity. I wonder if they consider that something that you could, like, Nintendo will sue me, because I figure why not have a Zelda style. Zelda's still the only Nintendo IP that I like or love. I still like Zelda a lot, but everything else, I could take it or leave it. This looks pretty good. I didn't intend this to came out the way it did. It just came out. I was trying to make this sword and shield thing, but somehow it made this, but with this nice background. I was like, that could be a nice cover. And now I have the same for my Jimmy. It's still not big enough. I need the words to be bigger. Gotta change it again. I'm gonna change my publish. It needs to be like tonally matching. I'll change that up again after a while. But I'm digging this look right now. What does Xbox actually have to say themselves? This is where they announced it. Is that music too loud? Effective August 1st, we will be updating prices worldwide. The price of consoles will increase in US to $512. Those prices are just insane. How would they even think anyone would buy that? Only people that are going to buy that now are dumb people who don't know any better, or bitch people who are like, I don't care how much it is. Last October, we increased Xbox console price to $27 in the US. We hope another price increase would not be necessary, and we have spent the last several months working with suppliers. Unfortunately, console storage and memory prices have increased by more than 2.5, and we expected another doubling by the fall of 2027. The entire consumer electronics industry is struggling with the current component prices, but the effects are particularly hard on consoles. Unlike phones, computers, speakers, and many other consumer devices, consoles are typically not sold for a profit. Why can't I talk normally? But instead for less than they cost to make. Today we are also sharing programs to make Xbox consoles more accessible. Buy now, pay later. We've made it easier for players to use buy now, pay later options on eligible Xbox hardware, making it possible to break up your payment into predictable short-form, interest-free installments. Interest-free financing. We are working with partners to let players purchase eligible hardware. So, like, you don't actually have to pay anything extra at all by paying monthly, because that's, like, basically not how it works. This guy's like... Previously played consoles. We are working with retail partners on new programs to play previously played over at lower prices. Players who are ready to upgrade or no longer use your console will be able to trade in with participating retail partners for cash. These consoles will then be made available at lower prices for players. Yeah, 100 off refurbished when you could have bought a new for cheaper for 200 bucks less a couple years ago. That's a sweet looking machine though. A bunch of people I follow got one of these at the whatever. Here's how to build your own if you can't afford a Steam machine. And I do like the basic form factor of it. I've always been more of a simplest or whatever the word is. What's the word again? Minimalist. But yeah, and you can change out the faces, which is cool. So you could have a faceplate option. The prospect of a living room PC, which you can use like a console, has a profoundly exciting one. It's not anything new at all, but it's a thing that they're trying to start pushing now. But it's like they've been trying to get PC consoles to work get into people's houses, but it's just a thing that like they tried to do like 10 years ago. Now they're trying again. That's caused inflated prices on the Steam machine, as well as reservation queuing systems, which selects potential customers at random to be able to order. This could mean you get one immediately, or might be waiting up to a year for it. Thankfully, Valve has made it possible for PC gamers to create their own Steam machine. Thanks for the openness of the PC platform. There are lots of options for devices that allow you to run games natively or stream on TV. Yeah, everyone knows. Anyone can just make a PC like you would and put it to a TV and then make the OS like big picture mode or whatever. Or use a completely different OS. Like there's tons of OSs out there that people make that you could work for like essentially just being like a console UI on your PC, on your TV. And you can get PCs that come in console style boxes so it looks like a console if that's what you're into. Valve has made it possible for you to build your own Steam machine. What this essentially means is you can install SteamOS, the operating system developed by Valve, which powers hardware like Steam Machine on any compatible PC. Yeah, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't you be able to? I thought you already could. So you could build your own living room PC using an assortment of different parts. It feels like that would just be a thing they could always do anyways, I thought. Oh, head to the... Yeah, that's like whatever. So you install SteamOS for any PC that you just built yourself. Why does that one say 1,700? Like, where the fuck are these prices coming from? It's not even out to buy, and these people are already trying to sell it. I don't even think it's available. It's not available physically yet. Ugh. I don't know how I got to here, though. So how much has GTA 6 made now? 2 days ago, they're saying it already made over $1 billion. Some reports are saying it's more. Over here on Metro, 2 days ago, GTA 6 made $1 billion after 16 minutes of pre-order claims analysts. Rockstar may have recouped the majority of GTA 6's budget within an hour of pre-ordering going live, as it sparks a rise in Take-Two shares. GTA 6 pre-orders opened last week, but neither Rockstar nor publisher Take-Two has provided any advanced sale statistics. There have been some estimates about the sales divide between the PlayStation 5 and Series X versions, and some bizarre scalper behavior, but no clear indication of how many people have actually pre-ordered so far. While we're in the dark in regards to units sold, a new report suggests Rockstar and Take-Two made an eye-watering amount of cash. I figured they made more than $1 billion. Some reports are saying they've already made up to $4 billion. So I'm not sure who's right, but this is all just analysts, not like real information yet. This is just what the analysts are saying. Looks like it's going to thunderstorm. GTA 6 pre-orders opened last week, but neither Rockstar nor publisher Take-Two. There have been some estimates about the sales divide between the PS5 Series X versions and some bizarre scalper behavior on eBay, but no clear indication of how many people have actually pre-ordered so far. While we're in the dark on regards to units sold, a new report suggests Rockstar and Take-Two have made eye-watering my cat. I already read that part. It comes from an interview with University of Virginia business professor Anthony Butthole, who cites analysts have calculated GTA 6 made $1 billion in revenue for the first hour alone. Yeah. So why is he only saying by the first hour? Why not the rest? Why not the rest of the hours? It's been way more than an hour now. It's been like a week, almost. Yeah, pre-orders went up last Thursday, and it's almost been a week. When asked why pre-orders matter so much for games like GTA 6, Spalumbo said, third and most overlooked, they are a signal to financial markets. Take-Two shares rose almost 3% in early trading while pre-orders opened. For a listed company, the pre-order functions as an investor communication event as much as a sales channel. By now it's definitely made over $1 billion. Like it's gotta be. I believe more that it's like 3 to 4 billion at this point after almost a week. Yeah. GTA 6 fans have been downgraded. How do they know? Oh, new batch of GTA 6 screenshots. I don't think I've actually looked at all of these yet. Wait, where is it? Where's the article for that? Where are the screenshots? It's always fun to go over to Reddit to see what they're up to. fuck? These new screenshots? I don't know. Looks fine to me. I don't really care. I'm not going to be that picky about it. It looks way better than the last game anyways. Whatever. Like, it's still going to look good. So, I mean, shit. You're already complaining about a game that hasn't come out yet. Like, saying... But Digital Foundry has praised the unprecedented level of polish. Well, that's the one thing that Rockstar, like, you know, all their games are just so amazingly polished for how big they are and how graphically tense they are. So, I mean, I'm imagining Red Dead 2 still looks incredible from 2018, so I can't imagine what GTA 6 is going to look like now. I mean, that was freaking 8 years ago already, and it still looks spectacular. Every now and then I want to just install RDR2 just to, like, look at it. Just thinking about it makes me want to install it, but it's a big-ass game. So this is my Canada Day extra special edition stream. Even though there's still no one in the chat besides me. Every time I look back, all I see is Fallout. Why can't you just like I want it to stay like that. Just stay on my background. They even suggest Rockstar grab the screenshots directly from its development environment. Framing characterizations and lighting could orchestrate a perfect shot, irrespective of frame rate, with settings dialed up to 11. I get distracted by looking out so much. While everyone's getting so upset about the character models posing to show off DLC clothing, we're not sure. But either way, there's no pretense that these shots are gameplay. The whole situation is reminiscent of the ridiculous Puddlegate conversation surrounding Insomniac's Spider-Man, where some fans were convinced the puddles in the final game were worse. I know, who cares? The first Spider-Man, Insomniac, my favorite PS4 game. Likewise, no amount of graphic discourse will impact the hype of GTA 6 in any meaningful wayeth. It's been a year since the last trailer. Like, Jesus, they're gonna have to be dropping a trailer soon. Like, it comes out in November, so we're less than half a year away now. So what are they gonna do? I'm honestly not buying GTA 6 because it's digital only. Who's this? A reader but is upset by GTA 6. So we have an article here about because one person? Well, I'm sure there's a lot more than just one person doing that. Now, I know there's already lots of people talking about boycotts and petitions and everything, but we all know very few people are going to be able to resist. Yeah, that's the thing. The temptation of like all the millions of people who are like, I don't care how much it is, I'm getting it. I'm not getting it at launch. I'm waiting and waiting for sale, and it'll be the cheaper version because even the cheaper version in Canada is over $100. Scalpers are selling GTA 6 on eBay at inflated price, despite regular pures being available. Yeah, because like that's how dumb people are. That how are you scalping? How does that even work? How do you scalp a pre-order? I mean, how do you sell a pre-order? I don't know. People are that dumb. It's like, do they buy it and then send it to the person that bought it off them? It's like scalpers are just for dumb people. Anyone who buys from a scalper is not helping. It's starting to rain now. And the weather has been unbelievably miserable here. This fucking dump of a province. Alberta sucks dick. It's been fucking raining. July 1st. It's fucking 10 degrees out. This is bull poopy. This is bull poopy. I'm sorry for my harsh language, but I've got to say it. This is bull poopy. Alright? Do you hear me? Thunderstorms will likely form in the next 52 minutes. I don't mind the sound of thunder, actually. I like hearing it. I don't know, I keep my balcony open all the time unless it's frozen shut. And even with the coldness, it's helping clean the air with all the forest fire smoke. One week ago, prices revealed, I don't know. At least it's gonna smell nice with the fresh rain, though it freaking poured like crazy last Sunday. I don't care. This is all America's fault. This bad weather is America's fault. So there. Unless it starts raining inside. If it starts getting too wet inside here, I'll close it. I like having airing out through my apartment. I feel stuffy if I have to keep it closed. What seems to have happened is that Rockstar. Oh, I'm almost 2 minutes away from Malondra. Phase 1 of laundry is over. The dryer phase now has begun. $47. I wonder if I just keep going or stop at 2:30. That's always been my special time. What's the most recent? I guess what I already read about the pre-orders. Already talked about the price rise. GTA 6. That's what mine used to be called. Tgan. There's nothing new. Like the most recent thing I already made a video about, basically. Oh, what one is this? This is just from yesterday. Netflix is aiming to bring a new live game adaptation to life, this time live action medium. Tackling Persona. Oh, cool. Wait. No. They're gonna do a live action Persona? Nah, that's not gonna be good. They should just keep it anime like it is anyways. It's already an anime anyways. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, not a good idea. Variety is exclusive report on Netflix has sets on adapting the Persona series. Moreover, a key member of the creative team has already been hired. Really? Sean Levy's involved? That's interesting. Christopher Monfett, who is known for his work on Paramount. Oh, there's people still in there. That's funny. This is where I'm going to keep going now. Assholes and their Harleys. Fuck you if you drive a Harley. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm crazy. I'm crazy like a honey badger. Sean Levy, Dan Levine, Robert Atwood also attached as producers on the 21 Laps production banner with Dimitri M. Johnson, Michael Laurent Goldberg, Ty My Thigh Sty By Sign. Okay, sorry, I should stop that. And Story Kitchen. Story Kitchen is doing a lot of shit. I want to look at them again. See if they're doing anything new. So interesting that they're going to do Persona live action. That's something worth making a video about. Sorry. Yeah, that's an interesting choice. Why would they do live action? I don't know. But I'm going to do a video about that for sure. The Persona game series has become incredibly popular over the years, with most recent entry Persona 6 confirmed to be an active divi-like mind. Can you shut up?
If I had to describe the Persona series in one word, it would be thematic and a little
Real Persona fans know.
Inolvidable.
Porque genera un impacto imborrable en los jugadores por todo lo que transmite. Son juegos que dejan huella.
Persona is a series best known for taking a color, a mystical concept, and sandwiching it in between the routine struggles of day-to-day life, with each game focusing on some kind of universal theme, from